Alright, we're going to 14 for a little bit. And I've also made my camera back up here. Hi. Right, let me just make sure everything's working. But yeah, I'm gutted. I'm actually gutted. But We Happy Few is just, it's clearly not working. Like, the crashes are just getting so much more frequent now. It's went from kind of being somewhat manageable to now crashing every 30 minutes. So I wanted to keep going, but I think you could tell in the stream, like, I was just getting really, really frustrated. So yeah, we'll do 14 for a couple hours. I want to work on a couple of things. One, I want to get my summoner caught up in the storyline, because it's level 84 and I don't even have Bahamut, so, or Phoenix for that matter. So I'm probably gonna I'm not gonna focus too much on the summoner storyline because I've done it already. So I'm just gonna tail through it, just skip through all cutscenes. Then if I get that done and I've got a bit of time, I want to work on my Paladin. I want to try and get it to a 73 so I can kind of get the next dungeon in Shadowbringers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a quick breather just to kind of go grab a quick drink and all that, and then once I come back we'll get going with this, just to kind of give people a chance to kind of refresh stream and kind of log back in. And maybe something might be like, ooh, 14, let's watch them. So I'm just going to let this kind of idle for a little bit. I'll be back in a bit. Alright. So yeah, we're going to work on Summoner first. So, also for those who haven't seen, this is my boy. Look at him. Look how swaggy he looks. I mean, come on. I'm not gay. But yes, he gets a pass. Because goddamn, look at him. It actually works. For those wondering, calfskin leather jacket and bottoms, yeah, are pretty goddamn expensive. So yeah, that's the summoner look. This is the Reaper. I love the Reaper. Slightly different aesthetic from, you know, like Reaper tends to be like dark, like black, kind of in the shadows. This I always kind of think of as like a sort of Reaper who's seen the light, and he looks goddamn good. So yeah, so I quite like this look. What else? Got, and this is the Paladin look. Like, I like this. And he does have a shield, it's just the way I've got it glammed. So yeah, this will work on him maybe a bit later if I feel up for it. But for now, I want to get Summoner worked on. And there's Scholar as well. Like, Scholar and Summoner are pretty much my highest classes. So yeah. Typically I would do my main, like, Aliona, but I've got everything done on her. I've even got her ready for Island Sanctuary for next week. So, I have very little to do on her. That sounds wrong. But you get what I mean. Like, I don't have a lot to work on with Aliona. She is absolutely flying through this game. So, I've just realised I got faced up twice. See, I'd look at a video of what my summoner setup is like, but I don't want to because it might break my stream. I'm wondering if maybe Sasha Flo go in there. I'm trying to remember. Right, that can't be assigned. So I've got like catastrophe and all that. Is it maybe? No, it's not round 3. There's definitely something that goes in where Astroflow is, because Astroflow is supposed to be here. Unless it's not a roll, is it? It might be lucid dreaming. It might be. Right, we'll go with that. But right, let's go do summoner stuff, because I want to try and get this caught up. Because I mean, it's 84, and I think it's still like the 30 quests, or the 50. I forget. This cola tastes really funny. Like, it's almost got like no flavouring to it, which is a bit bizarre. So yeah, we'll play this for maybe an hour and a half or so. But this is the character that I'm planning on doing my Endwalker playthrough on. So that's why I do have like a Summoner Scholar like in the 80s already. And I've got Reaper 82, I think. So, like, he's 100% ready. Like, the next ship to sail, which is the quest you see up here, that's pretty much that's the first Endwalker quest, so December is when I'll be doing this. Is this the... aye, that's the performance. So, do a bit of Summoner, Questline, get that caught up, then maybe I'll either do Paladin or I might just... is there maybe another class I might work on? Maybe working Ninja for a while. Because I haven't really done much with Ninja. And Ninja can be quite fun. So is this level 50? Yes, it is. So we're actually on to the level 50 quest line. We're on to the Heavensward stuff. So this should not take long. Like, as I said, I'm going to skip all the cutscenes because I just want to tear through this story and then work on other classes. Like, Paladin, I would like to get 80'd because Paladin, like, contrary to popular belief, I actually enjoy Paladin. I'll say it, I like it. Some people don't, and I say, screw them, because I like Paladin. I think it's fun. It's a very good class. Like, and it's had a buff, so I'm even happier with it. It's a monster now. Like, how good's the damage? I would say it's alright. Like, I believe it's third in the rankings, but I think it's like super tight. But let me check FF logs, I can tell you. I can tell you the exact, like, kind of pointing it's got. Job balance. So Where is it? I would like all of them. Right, average DPS. So, for those wondering, Samurai and Black Mage are the big hitters, as per. Dancer's got lowest, but also still very in demand. But I'm wanting damage for tanks. Rankings. Try to find it. And to put into perspective, on how good, like, how low ranked Paladin and Warrior have been, of the team comps, parties with a composition of tank of Dark Knight and Gunbreaker, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the top 10 are Dark Knight, Gunbreaker. So try to find. Here we go. Tank damage. Like, Dark Knight is just absolutely paving the way at the moment. I'm trying to find current standings. Yeah, all jobs. Here we go. All jobs. Tanks. Right. Let's look at tanks. So, tanks, in terms of average DPS. Right. So, this is like the big thing. In fact, let me just refresh this on my end. So tank damage. Number 1 is Dark Knight. So Dark Knight's average score is 60.71. In second place is Gunbreaker with 60.58, so 0.13 of a difference. And then it's Warrior and Paladin you see suffering the most. Like, according to the kind of latest kind of averages, like, Dark Knight is still absolutely paving the way. Dark Knight is just that little bit ahead. Like, it's literally like 0.4% of a difference. But again, it's kind of going on like the trade-off. Like, so Dark Knight's got less defense, so as a result, it's got beefier damage, if that makes sense. Whereas Warrior has got God tier self-sustain. Like, you could literally solo bosses with it. So as a result, they kind of need to have a trade-off in terms of damage, and kind of make it a little bit less beefy in terms of the damage. Because otherwise, like, it's going to be unfair to have a tank that can live forever and also never, like, it's a bit unfair having a tank that lives forever and will clobber everything. So that's why they've kind of made it that way. Like, it's ridiculous how good Warrior is in terms of self-sustain now. Right, heading back to Gridania. So yeah, it's absurd. Like, Warrior is absolutely absurd now. But the kind of the clears in the latest, well, the 14 devs actually came out and said that there was actually a mistake in the fight. Like, they actually made the boss's health 1 to 2% higher, and the reason for this is actually quite wholesome. The dev team that tested it ended up doing better than initially. Like, the dev team pretty much went, we ended up being too good. We are not professional raiders, we don't do this all the time, we just test it, and they ended up being too good. So as a result, their results were better than normal, because they were just that good at the fight. So it ended up being the case that the fight got adjusted a bit too much, because they were too good. So they've kind of readjusted it, and they kind of fixed it, but there's still that little bit of kind of, not, I wouldn't say complaints, but some people are still a bit dissatisfied because, like, because I know someone who mains warrior, right? They main warrior and they play it absolutely perfectly, absolutely dead on in this fight, and yet still can't clear. But then they go Dark Knight, they can play Dark Knight bad and clear, but play warrior perfect and not clear. So that's kind of been the main issue. And I feel for them because I've watched them. I watch them stream all the time, and they're a bloody good warrior. Like they make warrior look so easy. Like I've labelled myself as a decent warrior, but they are 50 times better than I ever will be. Like they're absolutely dead on as a warrior. And the fact that they couldn't even clear it, this was everyone on like their best class, and they still couldn't clear. Like it was unreal. So yeah, Dark Knight paving the way, and I'll say it, I do like my Dark Knight. Dark Knight is my main. Dark Knight's like the main tank for me. Like I like it. Like it's got a nice challenge. The damage is pretty good. Like it feels for me personally, it's probably the most fun of the 4 tanks. Like I would say the tank that I play the least is probably Gunbreaker. It's the one that I play the least. And I kind of have my... Like, I wouldn't say I hate Gunbreaker, but, like, it just doesn't quite feel as natural to me to play. Like, you could drop me in Dark Knight, Paladin, and Warrior, and I will play it lights out, like, no problem. Whereas you could drop me in Gunny, and I'll probably struggle a little bit on it. Not, like, heavily. I can still play it to a decent degree, but I wouldn't feel as solid in the kind of content as I would like on my other classes. Like, so I've done like the recent dungeon like on Dark Knight, Fail Court Troya. I've done that my Dark Knight, and I've gotten to the point now where I could actually do that dungeon with my eyes closed as a Dark Knight. I'm that good on it now. Oh yeah, I also got like a lot of new gear for this. So I should be able to get through this questline pretty quick. Because I'm like super beefed up now. Like I'm overpowered. Hall of Flames. Milled up. So yeah, I might spend a bit of time maybe leveling my Gunbreaker and maybe trying to get good on it again. Because I mean I would say I was decent on it. I would put myself down as a decent gunny, but not an amazing one. Like, definitely not to the degree of, like, my other 3 tanks. So, Gunny's, like, my least played. Healers are all pretty sound now, which is quite kind of reassuring. Like, I'm pretty sound across all 3 of my tanks. No, all 4 of my healers. Oh my god, I can't even talk now. All 4 of my healers I'm pretty good on. Like, my White Mage I've really improved on. And as crazy as this sounds, White Mage was a really bad healer for me. I really struggled on it, but now I feel quite good on it. I quite enjoy it. Scholar was probably my worst healer by a long shot. It's now probably one of my strongest. Then Astro I quite enjoyed. Like I would say Astro is probably my main healer kinda so far. Like it's the one that I've just played a lot, and I love it. Like it's one of those classes, like it's pretty much you heal the damage before it even happens, and I like that. Like you're almost like setting yourself up to heal everything. So like you've got like your stellar explosion and all that, and like that heals. So like Boston, so like raid wide AoE damage. So raid wide AoE damage, and then stellar explosion kicks in, and it's like, so it's like boss deals like 10k damage, and you heal 15k, and it's like everyone's back full health. And that's why I like Astro. Big Astro fan. Sage, I'll be openly honest, I've not played Sage as much as I would have liked. And for me, I think it is because the other healers have just been so fun to play. Like, not saying Sage is a bad class, but, you know, Sage is actually pretty good. Sage is really, really fun to play, but, like, the other healers for me have just been super fun to play. Oh, I've just realised I have my carbuncle out. Oops. It would help if I had my carbuncle out and I was actually playing the class right. I was about to say that Summoner is a really easy class to play, and then there's me who's not even bloody playing it right. So if I do that, then there we go. Should I have Swift Cast in there? I feel like I need to look at one of my VODs. What the hell? Check something. Is my YouTube being really, really slow to update, or is a video went live that shouldn't have? No, that video should be live. When did this go live? I think I might have guffed up the time for one of my VODs. Oh, that's strange. Oh well, it's not really going to matter too much because I'm not doing We Happy Few anymore. But that's strange. What? So yeah, we can sail through this questline no problem. It'll be a nice quick one. But yeah, I think I need to kind of fix my hotbar. So I feel like this is incorrect. Hold on, steps annulled. I do have a VOD of 14 with my summoner hotbar. I definitely do. It's somewhere. So, because it was oh wait, maybe it just went by it. No. Where is it? Is this it? No. I think this is it. Right. Let me just double check and make sure that all of these are correct. Right, so I should have Lucid in there. Should have so Summon Phoenix can't be assigned to a hotbar because that's the like, can I open that image in a new tab and can I get it a bit bigger? No. Basically, I want to try and kind of look at a video without it killing my internet. Right, if I'm very, very quick to kind of lower the quality. Right. Okay. So, energy siphon there. Then Death Flare there, but what goes in for Death Flare? Is that maybe Astral Flow? That's all fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. No, Astral Flow goes in here. Then Ruin goes in here. So what's Death Flare in for? What's Death Flare in for? Because Death Flare can't be assigned to a hotbar. But it's in for something. Is it maybe Astral Flow? Right. We'll just chip away at this quest line. And then once I've got the level 58 and 60 quest done, then I should have an answer. Because I genuinely no idea. So like Ruins in there. But there's something that goes in. Nope, it's not. Summon Ifrit. See, it's not that one. And it's definitely not that one. I think it is Astral Flow. I feel like it might be. Right. We'll see. Because Death Flare is supposed to go in. I'm wondering if maybe that's a hotbar I've set up like previously. I'm gonna lower the quality in this video super quick and see. Because I cannot seem to figure this out. I'm killing my internet here doing this. But let me have a look. So like, I've got Summon Bahamut, so that's fine. So, what happens when I summon Bahamut? Yeah. Okay, I figured it out. I have figured it out. So, I've got 2 Astral Flows. That's what it is. I've got 2 Astral Flows in there. And they both are hooked up to Death Flare. That's what it is. Because basically, this Astral Flow turns into Death Flare. Because what I've done is, because looking at my old hotbar, this is actually... Like, I had Death Flare in my hotbar already. So that's why it's remained there. So what I will do is, I will change that Astral Flow to a... Energy Drain, maybe? But then I've got Energy Siphon. Well, Energy Drain can be single target, Energy Siphon's AoE. But right, we've got that mystery solved. Blue Fog. Could not figure it out for the life of me. And now my stream's going to start melting a little bit because I had a video on. See, that's why I didn't want to bring up the YouTube video, because it was going to kill my stream. Because I remember I done something, I think, was not like done Beep Beep I'm a Sheep on my stream one day, or something like that, and I done it and it killed the stream like 10 minutes later. Because my internet just melted. But right, we've got the mystery solved. So let's just try and tear through and get this level 80, like, get through this quest line. I'm basically going from level 50 to level 70, I think it is. Defeat the Ebon-clad Summoner and Ifrit. Yeah, that should take absolutely no time. But yeah, for those wondering how good Summoner is in terms of damage, it's pretty good. Like, they've made Summoner so easy to play now. It's basically get your big hits in. Like, so basically, activate your summons, pick your Lego, and then just make sure you're hitting hard with that. It is a very fun class to play. I love Summoner now. I absolutely love it. And it is a really easy caster to play. Red Mage is quite easy. But I feel like Summoner is much more of a head empty, just deal damage kind of class. Black Mage is the toughest. Like, I'll be honest, I don't play Black Mage as much. And I've been trying to encourage myself to play it, but it's a very tricky class. Because with Black Mage, it's not very mobile. So you've got to be in the right place at the right time. So if you put your ley lines down and then there's an AoE, you're either dying in your ley lines or losing damage. Right, here we go. This is going to be me getting Bahamut. Now all I can think of is Final Fantasy VII Machina Abridged. It's like Bahamut Zero, Bahamut Sin, Bahamut Horizons, staying inside. Bahamut Segway, oh that's just lazy. But yeah, Bahamut, oh I love Bahamut. I love my Bahamut. I finally got it after years of anticipation. Bahamut Hearts 3. See these people plugging their Twitch in their chat? No. They should be watching this stream because this stream's best. Oh, I better I should. Do I need to? Oh yeah, I do need to change tags. Right, so no, no first playthrough anymore. But yeah, at least this game, I feel like I can just get engrossed in and just talk about it for hours. And it's like, I want to try to get away from 14 for a little bit. I want to play some other stuff. And then the one time I try and play something else, it crashes 17 times. That is just my luck, isn't it? Alright, back to Ulda. It's like, I was telling myself when I came back to stream, I was not going to play 14 all the time. I was going to do other games. And the one time I do another game, it crashes every single time I play it. And the crashes in We Happy Few were getting so bad. I mean, it went from like crashing like hour and a half, 2 hours, to basically crashing in half an hour. Like, I'm gonna get the game uninstalled. Like, as soon as I get off stream, I'm uninstalling We Happy Few, because that was not worth. Like, fortunately, I only paid £17 for it, but holy fuck, it was not worth. Like, and I'll probably say on Twitter, I wanted to enjoy the story, but it's difficult to enjoy it when I can't even finish a quest with the game crushing. Right, airship landing, we can just teleport. At least 14 does not crash. Like, in the time I've played this game, I don't think there's been a single time where a blue screen done this. Like, this game's been absolutely fine. Airship landing. Oh, this is going to be the really annoying bit, isn't it? We'll have to go to Cartano. Yeah, it's Cartano Flats. It should be alright. I'm quite overpowered. And then, also as well, they have changed the kind of instances now where you can get very easy, so it makes you, like, super echoed. Oh, right, this is a completely different fight. This is something else entirely. Okay. Right, so I've got to get the residual energies, and then I can get Bahamut. I can get Bahamut Heart 3 here. There we go. Senses heighten, allowing you to see Bahamut's ether trails. we go. But yeah, like, this class is so much fun now. I love it. Oh, Garuda's here. Hi, Garuda. I also want to kind of play my like how see if there's like any major difference in terms of the kind of what's it called, like ping, and holy crap, there's actually, it feels so much smoother than this. This is coming from someone who plays a lot on Crystal. And I guarantee if I had played in Crystal, I probably would have killed my stream. Right, Titan, you gotta go. And oh, nearly. And you're gone. Right, so concentrating the image of Bahamut's claws. Come on. Oh, now I've got all three of them at once. Alright, this is fun. Okay, I got this. Oh, right. If I remember, I think I've got to like beat all three of them and then find the ether. I've got to find it before they get resummoned. It's like a really annoying process, because then they just keep coming back. So then kill them again, and then where is it? So you're pretty much racing against clock, because if I remember when I've done this like before, end up taking too long. Right, let's get Ifrit out. But yeah, it shouldn't be too bad, because I mean, I'm like pretty overpowered now. Like, I'm like stupidly overpowered. Oh. So it should be this one. Alright, that should be all of them. Oh, we got it. That's because Red Worm Trance. Now my damage is going to be super beefy. Oh, done. Alright, done. Easy. Alright, that's that done. So, just got the level 60 quest through, and then we've got the Stormblood stuff, and I believe I should be alright. I think once I've done all the Stormblood stuff, I should get like the level 80 stuff automatically. Where am I going? Ruby Road. But yeah, I'll be honest, chat, I'm a bit deflated. You know, I'll be openly honest, I'm feeling a bit deflated, obviously, with We Happy Few, but yeah, that is life. That's life. It was a good game, I really did want to enjoy it, but it was just a shame that, like, this is where I do have some frustrations towards the devs. You know, they put out this game with a really kind of enticing story, you know, thought this is something a bit different, and they couldn't even address a really bad issue with the crashing. I feel as if they had addressed it, then I would enjoy the game more, but I mean, for it now to get to a point where I can't even finish a quest without the game basically dying on me, I'll be honest, it's deflating. Idle chat. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of other people that feel the same way. Because, I mean, I had someone in my chat who said, like, when they got it, it crashed a lot for them, and that was at launch. And the game is 6 years old now. 6 years old. And it's just not been fixed. So that's, I'll be honest, that's a bit kind of poor. I'm gutted, I'm deflated, but that is life. And it's a shame, because it was a game that I pretty much bought because I really wanted to stream it. Like, I basically bought that game solely for streaming. So, what I'll do the rest of the month, I'm still going to go ahead with Deltarune, so I'll probably do Deltarune over the weekend. So I'll maybe do Deltarune tomorrow. I'm going to bring Deltarune forward. We'll do that this weekend. So I can get both those streams kind of done. Oh, I don't even have all the Etacunts here. Fraz, what are you doing, man? This is going to take half an hour. This is going to take forever to get there now. Right, at some point I need to get Etacunts in all the areas. So yeah, I'll bring Deltarune forward. So that'll happen this weekend, as opposed to kind of next week. So it means, so I'll do Deltarune. So Deltarune, I'm planning for it to be at least 2 streams. Chapter 1 will take 1 stream, 100%. Chapter 2 will take, so I'm kind of, what I might do is, I might do 4 hours, 2 4-hour streams. Because Deltarune in total, if for a kind of speedy playthrough, is around about 8 hours. 7 to 8 hours. So if I can tear through chapter 1 quite quick, and then get about an hour of chapter 2, I can then split them, I can highlight them, split them, and then that's when, then the next stream I can just finish it off, and then that's going to be 3 videos for YouTube. And as I've said, I've put out a community post to basically say there's going to be no more We Happy Few, the game's crashing, I'm not playing it. But that's what I get for trying to do something different. So yeah, that's the life of a streamer right there. You want to do something a little bit different, like spice it up a bit, do a new gaming stream, and it bites you in the arse. Because it is a shame as well, because the We Happy Few vids were actually doing quite nice. They were doing really nice. A lot of people were enjoying them. Right, so we're heading over to Great Google Library. Just make sure everything's up to date. So yeah, I'll say it, I'm deflated, but I feel like I'm deflated and I have good reason to be. Wait, can you do Google now and on a future update? I thought, have they finally done it? Did they sneak it in? So for those that missed it, basically the F14 devs are doing duty support on every duty now. So they've got to finish off the Heavensward ones, and then at a later date they're going to do all the Stormblood ones. So it's basically duty support like the trusts that they introduced in Shadowbringers. So they're basically making 14 almost, and I mean almost, a solo experience, which I think is a really nice thing. I think the fact that they are really committing to kind of, you know, try and encourage more of the player base to kind of join and get more people in, and kind of say, we'll give you like solo and like chance to solo it, because I mean, I think just about every like dungeon and trial you can basically do with duty support. You can even do like Ultima Weapon with duty support, because I've done it. And I'm sure I've done a... Did I do a video on it? No. No, I did do a Quarterdeck Mana video on day 1 release. Because that video was actually ended up doing really good. So I ended up getting 3,000 views, there or thereabouts. So that's actually ended up being one of my most popular videos. That's not a short. Right, we'll just put it over here. But yeah, like, Bahamut stuff is, like, super good. So with this, you try and kind of get your OGCDs in while you can. Like, in between casts, like your Astral Impulse, throw in your OGCDs. Right, that should be the last little bit. 3, 2, 1, and... fine. Easy. Right, that's Heaven's Word quest done for Summoner. So I've just got to do the Stormblood, which is... I think it's 63, 65, 68, 70? The way they set it out for Stormblood. So that shouldn't take too long. 4 quests. 4 or 5 quests, and then that's that done. Right, Yamitra. So what do I get now? I get Astral Flow, don't I? So Astral Flow is Death Flare. Alright, so we've got Astral Flow, so now when we summon our Bahamut, we have Death Flare. And that's how powerful it is. It is beefy. And I love it. So that would explain why I have Death Flare. So I've essentially got 2 Death Flares in my main summoner hotbar on Aliona. So I should probably fix that. I'll get that fixed. Next time I'm on Ali, I'll get that fixed. So yeah, this so Summoner for Stormblood shouldn't take too long. So we basically tear through this quest line. Once we finish the 70 quest, we basically unlock everything. And then that's when this game's gonna be... Then this is where Summoner will get really, really good. Like, 70 Summoner becomes stupidly powerful. Like, stupidly good. Oh, my YouTube's ticking up. It's getting close to 800 subs again. 794, so might not be 800, maybe over the weekend, if I'm lucky. So what I'll do is, I'll put this Final Fantasy XIV stream up on YouTube. Like, as long as this one doesn't die, which I don't imagine it will, unless the internet goes. But this I will put up on YouTube, and I'll just kind of, I'll put in the, what's it called? Like, I'll put in like the description that this was a last minute change due to We Happy Few crashing. So instead of kind of calling it Twitch Livestream Final Fantasy XIV, I'll just kind of call it Twitch Livestream FFXIV Light All Lightland. Like, I'll try and kind of, because every 14 stream will be different, so I'll make it XIV Light Alt Summoner Questline stuff, like, just to try and kind of, because I don't want to kind of go part 1, part 2, part 3, because I'll be honest, chat, there's like if I stream 14 a lot, which I might end up doing, like in my streaming downtimes, then yeah, it's gonna be a lot of parts. Like, I'll only really do this if, like, the game I'm playing I've either lost interest in or is crashing too much. Or I'm kinda in between games and I want to just kinda have a chill stream. Like, this is a good game for chilling. Not really for, well, a good story. There is a good story in this game, but I want to try and kinda, like, I don't want to kinda start stopping this streaming wise. Like, I want to make sure that I'm kinda committing. Like, if I'm going to do the game long term, I want to make sure I've got like a long term strategy in mind, if that makes sense. Right, so speak with the Principia and Nobility and complete the first challenge. But I will say, I do enjoy my 14. Like, it is one of those games, like, I'll openly admit, I used to kind of say, it's tough to be entertaining in 14? I suppose, yeah, it is. It is tough. Oh, up a bit. It is quite tough to be entertaining in 14 because it is content that everyone's seen like a million times. So you do, I think the kind of more, right, I'm trying to kind of word this right. I feel like the more kind of established streamers in the 14 community have people to bounce off of, if that makes sense. Like, they have, like, they'll maybe get friends like voice chat, and it kind of makes things a bit more exciting to watch. Because, you know, they're all bouncing off each other, and, like, it makes it a bit easier to kind of just settle in and watch. Because if they're all in voice chat having a good laugh, then it gives the stream a bit more energy. Whereas if you're kind of solo talking through 14, unless it's story, like if you're getting like really emotionally invested in the story, it's tough. Because I mean, I've done streams in this where I've based like, because I remember a while ago I done like streams of this a few days in a row, and it was literally me doing the same thing every day. It was literally me getting on, doing my light all, doing leveling roulette, and that was it. I'd go on, do my dailies, log off, and that was it. That was my streams, and I'd done that for like like 3-4 streams in a row, and I went, "This is shit." But it kind of goes back to that point. It's difficult to be entertained. Like, unless you're doing like a story where you're getting really emotionally invested in, or you're doing like a certain bit of content, like obviously everyone's doing like the Savage Abysses stuff. If you've got people in the voice chat, then it makes things a bit more, I don't want to say bearable to watch, but it's a lot more pleasing to the eyes and ears, because you've got a bit more going on than just bog standard gameplay. So we should tear through this quite quick. Because I'll say, like, I do switch off sometimes. Like, if I'm watching someone play 14 and it's just kind of them doing the same thing every day, I do kind of switch off. I don't enjoy it as much. But, like, I could watch people like Shen. Like, I watch Shenpai stream this a lot. And Shen's just one of those rare breeds of people that can just make everything entertaining. Like, I remember there was one point she done fishing on stream, and it somehow ended up being the funniest thing I'd ever watched in my life. Like, she has that uncanny ability. It's like, she'd done like 3, 4, 5 hours of fishing, and it was freaking hilarious. Some people in 14 just have that ability to be super entertaining. I mean, Shen could stream herself reading a bloody phone book and it'd be the funniest shit in Twitch. I kid you not. Alright, so this should be a doddle. But yeah, it kind of takes me back as well, because like there was now this is going back a few years. There was a time when I streamed a game I streamed a game called Dragon's Dogma. And Dragon's Dogma is probably one of the most it's one of the slowest games on, it's the slowest game on the planet. It's a slog to try and stream and make entertaining. And I remember like someone came into my stream, watched it and said that my I'm done. There we go. Don't know what the hell happened there. But yeah, I remember like streaming it and I just I try to make it like as funny as possible, and someone actually did comment that my commentary was entertaining. So like I took a game that was slow as death, like Dragon's Dogma, which is a real slog. Like, I make no secret of it, Dragon's Dogma is a slow game. It's slow, it's boring. Like, there's so much walking in it. Like, so to make that game entertaining takes something pretty goddamn special. So when someone came into my chat that day and said that my commentary was entertaining and they wanted to watch more as a result, that's when you know you're good. Like, I just need to try and kind of, like, try to think, how long have I been back streaming now? A week? Because I done my YouTube stream this time last week, so I've been back streaming about a week, and I feel like as each stream's gone on, I'm starting to get my mojo back again. It's going to take a while for me to kind of get back to the way I was. And it also doesn't help that Twitch has pretty much changed everything. So it is a bit tougher to try and kind of get things more, like, it's a bit tougher to get back to the way it used to be. Because of, like, when I took my breaks from Twitch, like, I would come back to Twitch and comfortably have, like, a 10 viewer average, no problem. Like I could take a break for like 3 months, come back, first stream, be like 10 viewer average, no problem. Nowadays, it's a lot tougher because Twitch, being Twitch, have killed off hosting. They changed the auto hosting to put it to the carousel, and now Twitch is going, yeah, we're basically killing hosting. I think it's like October 3rd, which is just over a week from now, 10 days or something. And Twitch is basically getting rid of auto. They're killing off hosting, end of. Which I think is a stupid idea. They're basically going, oh, but people go to this website to see this person, so if they see another person that's not this person, then they don't stick around. And it's like, for me personally, I've found some great streamers through hosting. Like, some of my favourite streamers I've found through a host. Because, like, I remember there was someone I watched one night, and they finished their stream, they went to host somebody else, and usually when they host someone else, I usually don't stick around, but they went to this person, I went, they're actually quite funny, they're actually quite good, I'll stick around, and they became one of my most watched streamers for a while. Don't watch them as much now because they're on quite late for me, and I have to work, which is ugh. Oh yeah, also got my head nearly taken off by a volleyball today, that was fun. I love my job. Take my advice, chat, don't work in your old school, it's ugh. Like, you get your head nearly taken off by a volleyball and all that. And you're breaking up fights every 5 minutes. Love my job, it's fun. Alright, I think this is the fight I was thinking of earlier on. At Cartano Flats. Or kinda that sort of bit. I feel like this is the one I was thinking of. Yep, it is this one. Because I remember this took me a good few attempts to kind of get. Because it is just a really annoying section. Oh, I didn't even do my tech clear. Okay, we got it. So yeah, I remember this. This was a really annoying bit. But I think at this point, this was like in the old like summoner setup, which was not easy to do. But I think with this setup now, it's a lot easier. Like the way this plays now, it's a lot more straightforward. Get rid of you. So yeah, we'll try and kind of get this quest line done, and then, like, I don't know how much longer I'll probably stream. I might stream for about another half hour. Because I started about 6 o'clock, well, yeah, around about 6, so I'll probably jump off about 9 so I can just chill the rest of the night. Plus I've got tennis tomorrow. I want to kind of be... I want to sleep. I want to get a good night's sleep. Oh, I just remembered something. Uh-oh. I need to go take my tablet. Oops. Right. I need to remember after this bit, I need to go downstairs, like, and take my tablet. Like, super important. Because I've completely forgot about it. I always take it about 8 o'clock in, but I got so caught up in We Happy Few not working. So, I need to remember after this, I need to go downstairs. And go, take pills to keep you sane. And that ain't even a joke. See what I mean when I say this class gets stupidly good? This is what I mean. It's absurd. Like, the damage is something else. So get rid of these. Plus also as well, it's a Federer Nadal doubles match tonight. So I would like to maybe try and catch a bit of it. But I think it's actually starting just now. So yeah, I think it's a great time to stream. But I was kind of hoping that by this point I'd be done with Sally's story. That ain't happening. Just need to remember to put an announcement out on Twitter about it. We're getting there. And as well, in fact, this is a good opportunity as well for me to play this, because then it kind of lets me see how well 14's running while I'm streaming it now. Because this used to be a bit of a nightmare game for me to stream, because not because of like not enjoyment, but because it used to be really bad for my internet. So this is kind of giving me a chance to see how it's holding up stream wise now, and it seems to be doing alright. Gotta get rid of these Gamey Y bombs. Nice. Nearly there. Oh, done some rope to our legend. Come on, almost there. Another 20%. Yeah, we got it. He needs to go down now. Got him. Oh yeah, that's the bit I hated. I hated that fight. It was so rough. Right, I'm gonna go run downstairs 2 ticks because I need to go take something. So let me just skip this cutscene because I completely forgot, and it's like 8:30. Well, 25 to 9, so I want to go take it. So back in 2 minutes, chat, and then once I come back, we'll try and get this questline done. Alright. So I think we're super close to finishing this. If I recall, I think the last quest of this line, I have to go to Azizla, I believe. Like, the last bit's in, like, Helix, and it's all the, like, it's like a big fight. So that shouldn't be too problematic with my gear set. What is Murray playing right now? Murray's playing Diminor right now. What's the score in that? Sorry, but I need to see the score. Labour Cup scores. Here we go. All alive. Right, I'm going to keep an eye on that because I forgot Murray was playing tonight. Murray's playing a singles match against Alex Diminor. I feel like on paper Andy should win that. All Diminor has is speed, and Murray I think will expose that. You know, play a lot of angles, you know, kinda vary the pace. I feel like Diminor, he doesn't really have any big weapons. The one time he did try and come out with a big weapon, like, and kind of really go for his shots, he ended up completely fucking himself up. Because I remember it was against Nadal at the ATP Cup, and for a set and a bit, he played like an absolute god. And then he got injured as a result. Like, he ended up like tearing something because he was just going so hard at it. Like, he was just absolutely thundering the ball. Oh, Murray with a set point. Come on, Andy. Oh, jeez, oh, Diminor has struggled in second serve. Murray's been the better player in return. The much better player. See, I'm supposed to be streaming and focusing on Final Fantasy XIV, but instead I'm looking at tennis. Priorities are straight, chat. I have my priorities. If I didn't know Murray was playing, I would have been fine. Anyway, how's he getting on? Come on, Andy, win this set point. This will actually be a good win for Andy. But Dimino's not really in great form at the moment. He's had a couple of tough breaks, Alex, because like Wimbledon, I think he lost a 5-setter for 2 sets up. And I remember that, it was against Garin. And then I think, so he lost that and then went on to US Open and beat Garin. I remember. Kind of got his redemption and then lost 4-setter to Pablo Carreño Busta. And he lost the match point in the most unreal way, which was Carreño Busta doing a tweener on match point. And it won him the point. Anyway, let's get back to 14 stuff, shall we? Because I've got 2 more quests to do. I've got off the record and then the next one, and then that's me done with Summoner in terms of kind of getting abilities. Because what will happen is as soon as I finish this quest line, all the abilities are going to unlock at once, and it's going to be mad. Like, every ability is going to unlock at once. Because they'll be like, you unlock this. Oh, and you've also unlocked all this other shit. Because you're at level 84. So, try and kind of hurry up and get this done and dusted. But yeah, I'm just glad I paid £17 for Wee Happy 2 and not 70, because I would have been pissed if I did. Imagine paying £70 for a game that doesn't even work. Then again, I do have Fallout 76. Although I didn't buy that at launch. I didn't buy Fallout 76 at launch. I think I bought it for like £10 at Game. Like, and I felt as if I can't really remember buying it, but I think when I did, I think I got some looks. As if to say, really? But then again, looking at Fallout 76, as of late, they actually have kind of... They've made it not suck as bad now. They've actually got NPCs in it, because I think that was the big complaint. Like, apart from like the bugs and that, I think one of the big complaints was there was no NPCs in the game. Like, so in the world, it was literally just you. It was just you and any other players you come across. You and the 3 other people in the server. And it really did make it a bit kind of boring. But I did play it a while back, and yeah, I do remember. Oh, Murray won the first set, Pog. But I did play it like a while ago, and then I did see that they had added folk and NPCs, and now they've got a new bit, the pit, which is a bit of a throwback to Fallout 3, because they had a DLC called the pit. It was quite a decent DLC if I remember. I used to play quite a lot of Fallout 3. In fact, I did have it on my Xbox, but I don't know if I had it with Gold or Game Pass. So if I did, I probably wouldn't have it now, because like my Xbox was weird. Like, I had my brother's like Game Pass on it, but I think it only worked for so long, and then the kind of Xbox went, wait a minute. They sort of went, wait a minute, you can't be using this, and then stopped letting me use my Gold. Thankfully I still have Oblivion to keep me going. It's not like my Oblivion, it's fun. Right, I think what I'll do is I'll do this last quest for my summoner, and then I'll probably wrap up, because that is it's about 8:45. This fight will probably take 5-10 minutes, and I think by the time I finish up, it'll probably be time to wrap. So I might put this stream up on YouTube. I'll see how I feel. I might just put it up for the sake of kind of having something up. But I think I've got videos going until Monday, I want to say. Just want to check something. So Sally's Story Part 1. 22nd, 23rd. So I've got Sally Part 2, Sally Part 3. So I've got stuff going to the 25th. Yeah, I'll probably upload this. I'll probably upload this stream to YouTube. Just for the sake of making sure I've got stuff up. So that, you know, just in case things happen. Because I like to have, like, stuff in advance. Like, the We Happy View VODs getting split into multiple parts. Obviously not ideal for me personally, but also decent in the way that it kind of kept things going. But what I'll do is when I finish this stream off, I'll just upload it to YouTube. That way YouTube gets something. And then as I said, like Deltarune over the weekend, that'll take 2 streams. Hopefully. So try and get like my dates sorted. So for stream Friday and then doing my Saturday Sunday. I'll then take Monday off. I'll then have another 3 days, so I can do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. Take the Friday off. As per like my sort of little rule. Is it this? I think it is. No, it's not. And then I can take like next Friday off, and then 1st of October we can go all in with the Bloodborne start. Is it here? I think it is here. No, I think that facility terminal I think that is it. It says it's up. I think it is this one. Oh, it's not that one. Go to this. It's up here. Where? Oh, I'm an idiot. Didn't even think to look at the glowy purple bit. So yeah. So I'll stream Saturday, Sunday. That'll be my Deltarune stuff. Take Monday off. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I will look for something. I'll either do Realm, Royale. See how I feel about Realm. I'll either do Realm, not Fortnite. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of not really in a Fortnite mood as of late. Maybe do some speedrunning next week. Maybe bring back speedrun content. Because it's been a while since I've done some the speedruns. So I could do that. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe one of those streams next week I can maybe do some speedrunning. See, this is where Summoner's going to be stupid good now. Like, this thing is gonna get absolutely crushed. Like, this thing's gonna absolutely fall apart. I used to struggle in this instance, but this thing's gonna absolutely crumble. Like, this thing does not stand a chance. But this will take seconds. I mean, I've got... Then what I can do is I can just do that, dead flare. Oh, come on. Yeah. Ow. Get rid of you. I feel like we're killing this thing really, really quick. That the game's almost like, what the hell? Nearly there. I think we're pretty much just on this now. I'm dealing like 5% per astral impulse. That's how powerful this class is. There we go. Done. I just absolutely freaking destroyed that. That was even a 5-minute fight. That was even 3 minutes. I just completely destroyed that thing. Well then, that was easy enough. Alright, into Gridania. Right, we'll hand in this quest and then we'll wrap up. Because I don't really have much else. I was going to do Paladin, but like that questline did take a good while. I mean, that was an hour and 20 it took for that, so... So it took like an hour and nearly an hour and a half to do all that, so... But we zipped through it, we got it done. I'm just waiting to see, you've unlocked this ability, and this and this and this and this and this and this. Like, how many abilities am I going to unlock? Probably about 10 or something. So I'm going to unlock Summon Bahamut. And then I'm going to get Enkindle. And then I'm going to get Wormwave, Ankmorn. And Enkindle Phoenix and Revelation all at once. So I'm going to get Bahamut and Phoenix at once. And then this is when Summoner will basically go from being a fairly solid class to an absolute monster. Right, how bad is the damage going to be? There we go. So we've got Summon Bahamut. So what do I need now? Right, I need... But have I got everything else unlocked? Yep, everything else is unlocked. I've got Phoenix now. There we go. Right, that's that done. Right, troops, I'm going to call it there for the stream. So, apologies for the kind of last minute change of plan. Unfortunately, for those that did miss it, We Happy Few has pretty much gave up on. The past couple of streams, it's been marred with the game crashing, and I just got to a point tonight, it crashed twice in the space of an hour, and I pretty much decided, you know what, it's not worth. So, YouTube wise, I'm afraid we'll not get any more We Happy Few, because at the end of the day, like, I'm annoyed. Like, I don't want to keep streaming a game that isn't going to work, you know? So, I'm probably going to uninstall it right now. So, you've had to kind of take an impromptu 14 stream for about an hour and a half, but at least it's a game that, one, it works, and two, I actually enjoy. So, this weekend, Deltarune, Chapter 1 and 2. Chapter 1, I imagine we'll take one stream. Chapter 2, I might kind of start Chapter 2 in the first stream, and then finish it in the second. That's what I'm kind of aiming to do. And that'll give me 3 videos for YouTube, because if I do Chapter 1, take the hour, chapter 2 start, and then the full stream of chapter 2 finishing, then that's going to pretty much make up that. For next week, I will have a look, because now I've had to kind of bring stuff forward, like, because I was going to finish off Saturday and Ollie's story. I was going to do Saturday's story, finish it tomorrow, do Ollie and Sunday, do the Outer Rune Tuesday, Wednesday, but with that now, I'm pretty much going to have to reschedule things. So, the Outer Rune over the weekend, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll see. So yeah, again, apologies for no wee happy few. I know a lot of people did enjoy it, but yeah, it's not worth me playing if it's not working. Put it that way. If it's not working, it's not worth playing. So, I'm going to go chill for the night. Go get some rest. So I should be streaming tomorrow and Sunday. And yeah, we'll try and get Delta Rune worked through it. I'm looking forward to Delta Rune. I've been wanting to play it for a while, so hopefully that'll go well and there will be no crashes. So enjoy the rest of your night, my dudes and dudettes and non-binary friends. And I will see you tomorrow for some Delta Rune. Bye bye.